Now yesterday there was a lot of frustration. Damn it. Damn it.
Loves to fight. That's all it likes to do is fight and not cooperate.
Let's continue where we left off in the last episode. Install the harmonic balancer. You'll see what happens. So here's the stock crankshaft bolt that we removed, and this is an ARP fastener, and this is torqued to 235 foot-pounds. Now don't forget, we need to keep this from rotating. In the last episode, we installed a flywheel holder tool. It prevents the flywheel from rotating, keeps it everything nice and straight. And let's start with 100 foot-pounds. There's 100. And now we're doing 200 foot-pounds. Okay. And then finally 235. There it is. 235. And typically when you're done using the torque wrench, you want to store it at its lowest position. So I think on this it's 20 foot-pounds.
And just because I tend to worry and overthink things, I always like to check from every angle and make sure that it looks like it's installed correctly. So we look okay. Let's go back here. And here's our flywheel holder tool. We'll need to remove that. Reinstall the starter, tighten down the manifold here, reinstall the catalytic converter, and just button everything up. This is a really nice tool, by the way. There are cheaper ones on Amazon. This is worth the extra 20 bucks because you can use this over and over. Look at it, really nicely engineered.
So I think what I'll do first is install the starter, hook up the electrical connections, and then this may be a little tricky trying to wrap this first. We'll install the electrical connections and this reps on just like that. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Started before. It started before. Maybe I damaged the starter trying to get it out, which was pretty tough. Hold on, let's try something.
So I'm thinking maybe I damaged the solenoid wrestling the starter out. Wow, still doesn't want to clear them. Come on. You see what I'm saying? Just fights you, this car. So this screwdriver is touching the solenoid. Typically, if you have a starter that's pretty much going, if you tap the solenoid a couple of times, you may get another 2-3 starts out of it. So I'm going to tap that, and I'm thinking in my head, did I tighten everything? Did I forget any wires? But on the starter, there's only 2 wires. I mean, that's it. That's all there are. It's very difficult to see. So in other words, I don't want to damage any of the wiring here. This is actually pretty stupid with the battery still connected. Like I said in the last episode, this car just fights. Loves to fight. That's all it likes to do, is fight and not cooperate. Why the hell is this not starting now? It's too tight. I can't even tap the damn thing. Damn it. I was really excited to get this vehicle, and I tell you, I've only had it for about a month. But the more I work on it, the more I just really dislike it. It's not any way user-friendly. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Let's check the battery. Testing. It's good. I mean, the battery is fine. You know, it's one of 2 things. I think we're pretty much done here today, guys. I really think this starter is, you know, it was fine. I was looking for a date on the starter when I removed it. It was very tight. If you didn't see the previous episode, ultimately the catalytic converter had to come out because it was slamming against the engine mount. And I think I damaged it. That's my guess. Why else would it not start now? You know, it's just, yeah. All right, not happening today. Damn it. Just like I said in the previous video, this vehicle just loves to fight you. You know, I was so pumped up to get this vehicle because in a way it's a 4-door Corvette. I've always wanted a Corvette. Can't have a Corvette now with the family, but this is the next best thing. And it was reasonably priced. But man, working on this thing is not fun. It really is not fun. In my opinion, it's not thoroughly engineered. Because let's face it, they took the CTS body, which comes with a 3.6, I believe, liter V6, and they slammed a LS6 in this case, so everything's really tight, really tight. Sort of reminds me of the S4 that I had. A4 body, and let's slam a supercharged 3-liter V6 into the same body. So you're dealing with these very, very tight tolerances, and it makes it not fun to work on. So at this point, it's 2 things. The battery's perfectly fine. Either I damaged the starter, which is more than likely, because what's the probability that I had no issue starting this vehicle? I've only had it for a month, but started every time, and now it doesn't start. So either I damaged the starter, or just by coincidence it doesn't work now. But somehow I damaged the starter trying to remove it in the previous episode. And I think what the problem is, there's a pigtail. Here's a picture of it, and the pigtail connects into the solenoid, but there's a plastic connector that the pigtail attaches to. That plastic completely shattered as I was trying to get the starter out. So when I reinstalled this one, I zip tied the pigtail to make it as tight as possible. Maybe it's just not making a good connection. So when I remove the starter, I'll bench test it, just apply power, see if it spins. If it spins, great, but nonetheless, I'm still stuck because it's not working. And to top it off, it's 4th of July weekend, meaning if I have to get something shipped, it's going to take some time because no one carries this starter in stock. No one, not the independently owned auto parts stores and not even the franchise auto parts stores. No one has this in stock, and the dealer still doesn't have it in stock. So I could be out another week by the time I get this thing up and running. And this stinks because you might have seen the previous episode. I haven't uploaded yet, and I don't know how the sequencing, but I'm having exhaust issues on my wife's Subaru, and I need the garage to fix it, and now I can't because this thing is stuck. It's just snowballing. I'm getting, I feel like Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon. I'm getting too old for this. This is just snowballing. So we're gonna wrap it up today, guys.